everyone, it's your girl Ashanti Rashad reporting to you live with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure to like the video as well as subscribe if you enjoyed today's content, as well as to turn on that bell notification so you don't miss any videos that I post, as well as to follow me on social media. The links are underneath the description. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I know you guys read that title, so without further ado, let's get into it.
I am Detective Moore, and this is Mystery Media Crimes. Today we're going to look at a particular crime where the shooter is to be determined. On last week, Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the toe. Leading suspect is Tory Lanez. Other suspect, Tariq St. Patrick. To further our investigation, we're going to do a reenactment of the incident. Given all the details that we were given for this investigation, our social media sources puts Tory about here. And that puts the gun here. So that's gonna put Megan about here and her foot about there. Now, even if there were some type of argument or quarrel between the two, given Tory's past with AIM, we know he doesn't have any. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, if you are an angered man and a woman that you want is getting out of the car, you're not gonna shoot the bitch in the toe. That's what I want you to know. If you're trying to stop a bitch from leaving, you actually would shoot a bitch in the toe. Okay, we're gonna edit this. Never mind. Now, when the bullet first struck Megan, I can only imagine how she felt. Now, if you've never been shot before, you don't know her pain, okay? And I imagined that the sound that was produced when she felt the hot metal was of this. Ah, hey, ah, oh. Tory, if he did this on purpose, which we are justifying that he did not, it would have looked like this. Bitch, what you mean? Let me get that motherfucking foot. Let me get that toe. It doesn't happen like that. That's not the way it would go. Who does that? So it wouldn't have mattered. Wherever Tory was aiming, he wouldn't have hit the target, because that's how poorly he is with aim. So, at this point, our investigation is still open. Until then, keep scrolling.
Before I get into my opinion about Jess Hilarious mocking Megan Thee Stallion, let's take a look at what you guys had to say on social media about her skit. So this is my reaction to Jess Hilarious skit. I didn't find it funny. I don't find it hilarious, and I'm just not the type of person to take those things lightly. And I understand that Jess is a comedian and she's supposed to make fun, but even 50 Cent, the king of trolling, even apologized to Megan Thee Stallion of how he was treating her during this whole time. Now, for those that don't know, Megan Thee Stallion did went on Instagram Live this week, and she was basically getting emotional about everything that has happened to her, from her mother passing to the whole incident with Tory Lanez. And I just personally feel for her, and I hope that she can heal and recover and go back into the booth and make some more hits. So my thoughts and prayers is to Megan Thee Stallion, and I just personally feel like, you know, Jess was a hot mess for making that joke, making that skit, and thinking that this content was good, because it was just horrible, tacky, and I just personally feel like it wasn't the right time to do that. Maybe if she would have waited until all this stuff died down, then maybe so, but it's just too early, it's just too soon. And what if we were in Megan's shoes, make fun of or light about it, because it is a serious matter, and this is stuff that is happening on and off camera, whether you're a celebrity or not a celebrity, with domestic violence. So I don't condone in domestic violence. Also talked about Jess Hilarious before in a situation where she was on an airplane making fun of one of the passengers. So please make sure to check out that in the iCard, as well as my reaction to Drea on the podcast making fun of Megan Thee Stallion too. That's going to be in the iCard as well. But watch this whole video so you don't miss the message of any of these topics. I always voice my opinion and let you guys know that if you guys are in a situation, to please get out as soon as you can and to seek some professional help, because those type of relationships are very toxic and they never end well. So that is to say this, that I just personally feel like Jess was a hot mess and she shouldn't have did what she did, and I just feel like she owes Megan an apology, because of the simple fact was it was too early, too soon, and you wouldn't want nobody talking about you and your boo. Oh wait, he left you. So that is to say this, please let me know in the comment section of what you guys think about Jess Hilarious skit. Do you guys think that she should have did it, or you guys think that she should have waited? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Let's get into the second topic.
Hey guys, I wanted to clarify on the tweet regarding the Latinx snubbed in the Emmys. It was not shading our Black community. Blackness is in my DNA as a Dominican, as an Afro-Latina, as a whole. Okay? What I'm referring to is we cannot sit here and say we are snubbed and write these articles and all these kind of things when we ourselves are not doing our due diligence to create the work, to create the opportunities. We can't claim, oh, let's claim diversity, but when you're good, then everything else is okay. And diversity doesn't have to be about race. It has to be about pay. It has to be about positions. It has to be about equality. Equality means equality across the board. It has to be transgendered, LGBTQ, and so on. Thank you.
So I'm going to analyze this in two different ways. So I'm going to talk about John's tweet first, and then I'm going to go over to what Dascha said in her video on Instagram to defend what she said on Twitter under John's tweet. So this is my perception of what John said. So please comment down below what you guys think of what he was meaning. So I just personally feel like Black people got the majority of Emmys when there was a time where the Emmys wasn't even that diverse. It was mostly just white shows, white actors getting the nominations and wins. So I just feel like this is the most diverse that it could ever be for a nomination, as well as diversity in TV and films. So think about it. There is a whole section for on Netflix if you want to watch African American movies, something with sexuality, if you want to watch something with religion, and that's never been done before, that everybody gets to see themselves on the screen. I commend networks like Netflix and Hulu and Showtime and HBO and all those other networks that are answering their audience in a way that you can relate to the characters. I think he was personally wrong for saying like Latinos don't get recognized, but you were in a movie that was diverse called When They See Us. If you guys want to see my reaction, check the iCard after the end of this video. Please make sure if it's still on Netflix to check that out, or to check out my reaction about that movie. But those two were in that movie, and that cast was not just Black. There was white, there was Latino, there was a diversity of Black and brown actors on that movie, and the person that played Corey is an Afro-Latino. So where was y'all at when he won that award? Because I was happy that he won that award for the community, for not just the Black community, but just the community in general, because that is an issue that we face today with people of color getting racially profiled for crimes that they don't even commit. You know what I'm saying? So I just personally feel like he was wrong for making that comment on Twitter, and I just personally feel like he should do what Tyler Perry did. Tyler Perry started off with plays, he turned his plays into movies, and then he got sick of Hollywood not playing his movies or casting the people the way he wanted to be casted, and he owns his own studio in a Confederate flag area that he built from himself, from the ground up, from hard work. And I know Tyler Perry been doing like these plays and movies and shows for over 20 years, and it took him 20 years to get to where he's at, where he does his own thing. He doesn't have to answer to nobody, write, produce, all the whole shebang by himself with, you know, extra help on the side. But what I'm basically saying is he is a black man in Hollywood that said, I don't need Hollywood's approval. He's a black man that did not need Hollywood's approval, and he said, I will do this by myself, on my set, on my terms. And he also got deals with Netflix because he has a movie on Netflix. It's called A Fall from Grace. He doesn't really need Hollywood's approval to make content. He makes his own content on his own base, and he is a black man doing it. And I could applaud Tyler Perry for that, because that is something motivational, not just for a black person, but just anybody in general that wants to get into that type of field of film, directing, acting, producing, and owning your own business. Like, y'all can say whatever you want about Tyler Perry, but one thing you cannot say about him is he is not a businessman, because he is about his business, man. So you guys let me know in the comment section of what you guys think about John's tweet, if you agree with his statement or you disagree with his statement. Let's just talk about what Dascha said on her Instagram, and I personally agree with her. And I feel like if you really feel that strongly in your community, then it's your guys' time to shine. If you really feel that way about the Latin community, that you guys are not getting as much, you know, exposure as black people, tell your stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Hollywood has this perception of depicting brown people as well as black people as we are just criminals and murderers and just sex objects, when we are more than that. So I just personally feel like if you want to create your own visions, go for it. So that is to say this, go on to these type of apps, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case may be, and you create your own type of content so you can get your nationality, your sexuality, your religion, whatever you identify on the map if you don't see it. Because who else is going to tell your story better than you? Hey, once you guys, Ashanti for Rashad, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time and watching this video. Don't forget to like this video as well as subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss anything, and comment of what you guys think of today's topic, as well as to follow me on social media. See you next time. Peace.